Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel today. My name's Paul, and today's topic is all about how time seems to be going really fast. I mean, is it just me, or does it feel that way? Do you ever feel like the years are starting to blur? Like it was just Christmas and New Year, and now it's already almost May? Days are full, and then they slip by. Weeks are busy, but unforgettable. And the years, well, the years just vanish. So why does time feel like it's speeding up these days? I've been in the same job in South Korea as a university professor for the past 6 years. Now that's the longest that I've ever been in a job in my life. Same desk, same kind of routine, same staff in the most part. And I'm doing the same kind of things in my job from semester to semester. So I'm not actually learning anymore, and it's the same patterns. So routines kind of makes life turn into a loop, right? Weekdays blend and weekends, well, they go really fast. They just disappear. So I was kind of thinking about this subject, and I was thinking maybe time is really going faster, or maybe just I'm not noticing enough around me these days. I mean, if you think about it, as children, as kids, we processed a lot of new experiences, right? We had a lot of new experiences. Everything was like a new adventure every single day. Our brains were processing massive amounts of new information, and that was making the senses come alive. And that in its own kind of makes time slow down, in my opinion. So childhood, high perception, slows down time. You could even say it actually stretches time. You can always remember certain things, right, from your childhood, when you were a kid. Like, for example, let me just talk to you about a Friday night. A Friday night in my family was a fun time. Not only were you finished school and the weekend was coming, and a lot of good TV shows were on at the weekend, but we used to go family shopping on a Friday evening. And what it was me, my sister, my mom, my aunt, and my cousin. And we used to all go to Tesco's on a Friday night. Doesn't sound anything special, right? But actually it was, because when we went to Tesco, it was like you're free, right? As I said, no more school, it's the weekend, so you're already happy. But food shopping as a kid compared to food shopping now as an adult is completely different. Now when I go to the shops for food shopping, I'm pretty much going straight in. I'm getting what I need, or trying to get it cheaper, and then I'm going straight back out. That's food shopping these days. There's also not as much interaction when you go into these shops anymore. People don't talk so much. People don't kind of mingle so much. They're just kind of there to get what they need done, and then they go home. I used to love going food shopping because you would run straight to the toy section. You would have a look at new things. You would go to the sweet section, the candies, the chocolates, all these things. But also it was kind of like a game. And we used to play like hide and seek in the store and just have a great time back in those days. We would also sometimes drop by McDonald's on the way home. And these little experiences just really did open up your mind and open up your eyes. And considering now I'm 42 and I can still remember those memories like it was, not yesterday, but you know what I'm saying, they stick in your mind. Compared to now, where the memories these days just kind of like, drift. And you're just kind of trying to get through the week, it seems like. So I guess it's true, the more information the brain processes, the slower time seems to be. So that would probably indicate that these days we're not actually processing as much information. So I guess as we process less as we get older, time seems to speed up. So the key question to this video, I guess, is this: how do we slow down time? Well, folks, there's one thing that's for sure in this life: we cannot slow down time. It's just a perception of time. No man, no woman, no being in this earth can stop time. That's the one thing that's always moving. It's not actually trying to slow down time, it's trying to slow down the perception of time. And if our sensory data makes time go slower, then surely we have to increase our senses, right, in the things that we do. I guess one of the first things that I would point out of how to slow down time, or the perception, is to try new things, right? That's for sure. Try new experiences. These days, especially at the weekend, my children are busy at school. I'm busy at work, as is my wife. We try and do something at least once every weekend. For example, yesterday we took the kids to a cooking class. We went out for dinner. And all these little things just makes your Saturday a bit more worthwhile. And when it comes to Monday and maybe your workmates ask you, hey, how was your weekend? Instead of just saying, I was okay, you can say, well, it was cool, I took the kids to the cooking class, they made some nice things, we then went to this restaurant, it was good, and we had a nice time and we walked home, so all these little things of trying something new every weekend can make the time seem a little bit slower and also a little bit more meaningful. Practice mindfulness. I guess mindfulness is a pretty strong technique where you're here for the now, right? You're present for the now. And along with mindfulness would be cut down on the screens. Now it seems a bit ironic, I guess, as I'm sitting here in my car in front of this screen recording this video. But if I can say anything that would help someone slow down the perception of time, if your time is going too fast, I would say definitely that. Try and make new experiences, but also be here now. Be here for the moment. For example, sit with your kids. If they're doing homework, don't just sit on your phone and waste some time as they do their homework. Sit with them. Talk to them. Try and help them. Read them a story. Do anything that involves you in that moment with them. How about creating memories? How about traveling? Last year we went to Vietnam and we also went back to the UK. The year before that I was in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur. This year I'm off to Thailand in July. So you can see I'm quite busy as far as making memories with my family. And this is not only to make memories with the family, it's to give the kids a chance to experience the world, right? See different cultures. Because even summer vacation, winter vacation here, it's quite a long time. But time goes fast, folks. Even when I'm off work, if I'm just sitting in the house and wasting time and twiddling my thumbs, the next minute you know it, you're back at work. And that's quite scary. I guess the next thing would be embrace change, right? Change isn't chaos. Change isn't scary. Change is a way that keeps us all on our toes. It keeps your senses peaked, and that perception of time will slow down as well with a change. Now, what do I mean by change? Well, it could be anything. It could be a hobby. It could be a habit. It could be a job, right? Or it could just be doing something different in your daily routine. Maybe going for a walk, maybe, doing some exercise, going out on your bike. So I guess at the end of the day here, the truth is time doesn't change, folks. I guess we do, right? And as we get older, it's almost like we go into survival mode. Life's not supposed to be about survival mode. Life's supposed to be about making the best of your chance here, because we're all here, I guess, for some kind of reason. So what is your reason? What is my reason? We have to find that reason. If it is your family, if it is your job and what you do. For example, I teach university students English. And my goal in my job, and I feel like I'm making a little bit of a difference here, is to try and get those South Korean students their confidence up. Because a lot of them are actually scared to talk in English, fear of making a mistake. So if I can help them get the confidence to go to another country, for a year or make a foreign friend, for me, that's job done. So, is time moving faster for you too, or is it just me? What are you doing to actually slow it down, or are you just letting it go? If you have any tips, any information, please share it, because not only will it help me, it can help a lot of the other people watching this video as well. Comment below. I think it's a cool subject. It's something that we can talk about. I want to say a thank you for dropping by and spending some of your precious time on me, listening to me talk about this subject. Have a great day, all right? And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.